Rosenberg Implement wants to show you the latest John Deere technology. Ask one of their sales or integrated solution team members about John Deere planter demos going on now in your area. Customers have seen the benefits of John Deere Exact Emerge planter, and they want to show you. Contact your local.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
All right, welcome, ladies and gents, to this fine April 19th Saturday afternoon here at Mckeague Field. This first game one is going to be a junior varsity game. Scoopers coming into town to meet up the River Rapids City Central Cobblers. Leading off for the Cobblers is going to be number 35, Sam Farnsworth, over at first base. Number 13, Ben Farnsworth at behind the plate. And over at first base will be number 68, Landon Kogel. Over at second base will be number 3, Braden Steffen. And over at third base is number 3, Brody Poirier. Shortstop number 10, Carter Gregory. And out in left field will be number 6, Parker Case. Center field, number 1, Steven Solano. Number 11, Noah Kirks, he's going to be over at right field. And number 82, Kenny Rose, is going to be in as the extra hitter. I don't see it as a DH, I see it as an extra hitter. So the pitcher, so everybody should be batting all 10. Substitutes are number 4, Sean Salas, and number 21, Carter Johnson. Batting order for the Scoopers. Leading off is going to be number 5, Jaron Andrew Jetski. He's going to be playing third base. Then number 11, Bridger Batten over at second. Number 7, Kel Sundstrom is going to start on the bump. Number 9, Jace Thurman is going to be in left field. Number 15, Jack Jolly is going to be in center field. Number 2, Tate Johnson will be at shortstop. Number 13, Tyler Cutts will be in right field. Number 27, Devin Ross will be at first base. Number 3, Ethan Cermak will be behind the dish. And number 8, Kyler Mahaffey will be the extra hitter. Substitutions I have today are number 21, James Tish. Number 1, Vin Vatney. Number 35, Kale Poole. Number 20, Luke Harwood. And number 19, Tucker Long. Okay, we are beginning our warm-up pitches as we speak. Game 2 of this doubleheader against the varsity squads. And that you'll be able to hear on KBHB with the live tickets doing the video. So as you can see, it's a bright sunshiny day today, about 60 degrees out. Wind is kind of blowing in a little bit from the west. And we're about to get to the first pitch here. Jaron Andrzejewski going to lead off for the Scoops. And as I mentioned, number 35, Sam Farnsworth, is going to start on the mound for the Cobblers. And Jaron takes a look at strike 1. We got this game started right at the 4 o'clock time frame. That pitch drops in there for strike 2, so Andrzejewski now in a deep hole, 0-2. Curveball stays inside for ball 1. Bridger waiting on in the on deck circle. Swung on miss, strike 3. Andrew Jeske goes down on strikes. As the first out of the inning.
Next batter, second baseman, number 11, Bridger Batten.
Bridger digs in here as he takes the pitch from Farnsworth. Swung on, gonna bloop over the shortstop's head. Great play by center fielder with some reins there, Steve Solano, to retire Bridger for the second out. Now coming up the bat is left-handed batter Kel Sundstrom.
Next batter, pitcher, number 7, Kel Thurman.
Who is the starting pitcher for the Scoopers in this contest. And he takes a look at strike 1. And the 0-1 outside for ball 1. Swung on, miss, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kel. So he's in a hole now too. So Swanstrom pops one up. It's going to be in foul territory. Catcher chasing it and not able to get it. So Ben Farnsworth not quite able to track that. So Kel stays alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Farnsworth delivers. Fouled off again. This one went to the backstop, so still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another foul ball. Late break inside. He fought it off. Stay alive here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And drives that one back to the one hopper to the pitcher, and pitcher flips it to first baseman Landon Kogel to retire the side. 3 of 3 down for the Scoops. They're going to come back on defense in the bottom of the first one. We return.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
right, coming back to the action here. As I previously mentioned, Cal Sundstrom's going to lead off on the bump as the pitcher, and he's going to be thrown to Ethan Cermak behind the dish. Carter Gregory, playing shortstop in this contest, is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Cobblers. And he swings on, fouls his first pitch, back out of play for strike one.
Fans, please remember to watch out for foul balls, hitting out of play at all times.
The 0-1 is inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gregory. Another pitch way inside. Gregory's got to duck out of the way for ball 2. Inside again, 3-1. So Sundstrom's definitely trying to keep it tight against Gregory here, but he's got to find the zone. And that one swung on to third baseman Andrew Jeski. Flips it over to Devin Ross at first base to retire Gregory on the 5-3 putout.
Next batter, catcher, number 13, Ben Farnsworth.
All right, catcher now to bat number 13, Ben Farnsworth for the Cobblers. And that a little too far inside and hits him on the wrist. So hit by pitch for Cal Sundstrom. And Farnsworth is going to bounce down to first base.
Third baseman, number 33, Brody Poirier.
Third baseman Brody Poirier now up to bat. Sundstrom checks the runner at first. Pickoff move. Not in time. Down in the dirt. Nice little pick by Ross. Not that much of a lead there for Farnsworth. First pitch hits the outside corner for strike one. Outside. That's going to be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on, fouled down the third base line. Kell ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and miss. Nasty breaking ball there by Sundstrom is going to retire Poirier. And that's going to bring up cleanup hitter number 1, Steven Solano.
Next batter, third base, center fielder, number 1, Steven Solano.
And he drives one to center field and is tracked down by Tyler Cutts. He has it in his glove, but is unable to squeeze in it. Squirts out. So the air allows Farnsworth to move to third. Solano to second, and the inning continues.
Pitcher number 35, Sam Farnsworth.
Now the Cobbler pitcher up to bat, Sam Farnsworth. Straight back up the middle. That's going to line drive to center field. Is going to plate 1 run. Second run comes in. Throw was late. So 2 RBI single and reaches second on the throw. So the Cobblers strike first.
Next batter, first baseman, number 68, Landon Kogel.
First baseman Landon Kogel now up to bat. Swung on, miss for strike 1. Down low for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kogel. Just spit inside for ball 2. That one gets away from the catcher. Can be a pass ball. It's going to allow Farnsworth to get to third. Swung on, miss. We got a full count now. Elevated that pitch up in the zone, and Kogel's totally under it. This one fouled down third base line. Third base coach Brandon Williams over there got a hand on it. And he just counted his fingers to make sure he had all 5. Fly ball to the right center gap. And another fielding error by the outfield. That one was Tyler Cutts. Jack Jolly's playing center field. So both Jack and Tyler's not routine plays, but they did have it in the glove. They did track it very well, just unable to come up with the out. Kogel now on first base, and left fielder Parker Case batting. He swings, fouls us, or a fly ball to foul ball. So Sunstrom way ahead here, 0-2. Check swing, held up for ball. Ball 1-2. Batter tried to call time, was not awarded it, and Cal delivered a nice little strike at the bottom of the zone to finally get out of this inning. Cobblers get 3 runs, all unearned, as we go to the top of the second.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle. Grocery Mart.
All right, Jace Thurman's going to lead off the inning for the Scoops. They went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Farnsworth gets the call on that one for a strike. Pitches outside for a ball. 1-1. Swung on. Soft liner to center fielder. He misplays it. Jace rounds first, but is not going to be able to get to second. So leadoff single for the Scoops for Jack Jolly now.
Next batter, center fielder, number 15, Jack Jolly.
And hit for Jace is the first base runner for the Scoopers. Thurman takes off, pitches a little outside, and he slides into second. Throw was right on target, just a little late. So now he's in scoring position for Jack. And he's going to hit the shortstop side, and the speedy Jolly is able to make the first without a throw. Looks like the Gregory over there at short kind of fumbled the ball a little bit and was not able to get it, pick it cleanly to make a good throw. Tate Johnson now up to bat with runners on first and third, nobody out. So Scoopers got something cooking here. And Johnson takes second without a throw. Or I'm sorry. Jolly takes second without a throw. Johnson was taken all the way, so he's got strike one here. But he's got 2 runners in scoring position now. That pitch is outside, so evens the count to 1-1. Swung on, back up to the shortstop. He's going to have a play at first. Retires Johnson. but does get an RBI as Jace Thurman comes across the plate.
Next batter, right fielder, number 13, Tyler Cutts.
So Tyler Cutts now at the bat. It's a runner on third. Cutts puts down a nice little bunt, and he is going to get thrown out at first, but it's a good sack punt that gets him an RBI as Jack Jolly comes across. Now Devin Ross up to bat, playing first base in this game. 2 outs, nobody on. Swung on, fouls it straight back.
First baseman, number 27, Darren Ross.
And lines ground ball back to the second baseman. And he's going to retire Ross over at first. So 4-3 put out. Scoopers get 2. Don't leave anybody on as we go to the bottom of the second.
Off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group.
Okay, back to the action here. Bottom of the second. Leading off is going to be number 3, second baseman Braden Steven. And he swings at strike 1. And fouls the second pitch back out of play. So deep in the hole here, 0-2. Fouled that one back. Count remains 0-2. Another pitch fouled to the left side. This one, again, out of play. So umpires run on of baseballs here on this at-bat.
And please return all foul balls to the white pipe by the third base dugout.
And here comes the 0-2. Good movement on that pitch, but
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Steven able to get a piece of it.
Balls heading out play at all times.
6th pitch of the at-bat here. 3 of the pitches have been fouled out of play. And another foul. So I think Cal's thrown everything but the kitchen sink at Steven here, and only one has gotten by him. And another one. Just got the knob of the bat on it. We'll delay in the action from the umpire trying to empty the foul ball bucket. And here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Cal elevated that pitch just a little bit on the top half of the zone. Stephen was not able to connect with that one, so that'll be the first out of the inning.
Number 82, Kenny Rose.
Kenny Rose in as the extra hitter now to bat. That pitch right above his head. He gets down and out of the way for ball 1. So after throwing 8 strikes to Steven, he's now throwing 2 balls to Rose. That one's in there for a strike. Swung on, missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's another hit by pitch. Sundstrom's second of the day.
Next batter, right fielder, number 11, Noah Kirksey.
Noah Kirksey coming in, running up the bottom of the order. Rose over at first base. Not much of a lead there. Pitch is in there for a strike 1. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Cal doing all right with the high cheese. That's his 3rd strikeout on pitches that are above the number. And that's his 3rd strikeout of
Next batter, number 10,
the game.
Carter Gregory.
Second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order with Carter Gregory. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Down the third base line, just fouled by a couple feet. Shortstop Tate Johnson and left fielder Jace Thurman gave chase, but neither one able to get there soon enough. So Gregory is going to pick up his stick and get back in the box, down 0-1. This one's hit out to Jack Jolly in center field. Plays it this time and gets the strike, gets the catch. For the third out of the inning. Wasn't the most cleanest looking play, but umpire confirmed that he had control of it long enough for it squirted out of the bottom of his glove. Okay, we'll come back. One left on. No runs, no hits as we go to the top of the third.
Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV.
Okay, top of the third starting off here. Ethan Cermak, catcher for the Scoops.
Number 3, Ethan Mahaffey.
First pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Ethan is the 9 hitter. Scoopers are also using an extra hitter, Kyler Mahaffey. Two 2-0 to Cermak. Swung on down the right field line, and a diving attempt by the right fielder, Noah Kirksey, unable to make it, and that is going to go down as a triple. So leadoff triple for Cermak. And Kyler is going to dig in here. Swung on and missed.
Correction on the last hitter. That was number 3, Ethan Mahaffey. Ethan Cermak, excuse me.
And Mahaffey chases that one high out of the zone.
Number 8, Kyler Mahaffey.
Behind 0-2. Top of the order, Jaron Andrzejewski is waiting on deck. Pitches, ooh. Oh. Called strike on the outside corner. So one out now for the Scoops.
Next batter, number 5, Jaron Andrzejewski.
Scoopers got the tying run on third. Jaron puts down a bunt, squeeze bunt, misplayed by the pitcher, and Jaron's going to get a bunt single RBI out of that play.
Next batter, number 11, Bridger Batten.
Now Bridger's up to bat. Andrew Jeski's going to take second. Pitch was a little outside, so it'll be a ball. Throw was offline, so the jet ski dives into second without much of a play. Pitch is up high. Ball 2. Comes the 2-0. Swung on, line drive right at the second baseman. A great play over there by Braden Stephen. And a heads-up play by Jaron Andrzejewski to recognize that and not get doubled up on second. So that's the second out of the inning.
Number 7, Cal Thurman.
Kel Sundstrom now up to bat. 2 outs, runner on second. Ball game is tied. Swung on, driven down the first base line, but it is caught by right fielder Noah Kirksey. So Noah Kirksey made a diving attempt to start the inning, and it led to a leadoff triple. But he finishes the inning by tracking down that line drive in foul territory to retire the Scoops. Scoops get 1, leave 1 to tie the game up 3-3. We'll come to the top of the 4th when we return.
Our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset. Newell Golf Club, located just minutes outside of town, the friendly hometown golf course. Come play a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy the views that western South Dakota has to offer. Newell Golf Club strives to be a community leader, offering the course to the Newell High School and middle school golf teams free of charge and hosting multiple community golf tournaments throughout the season. First-time members get half off membership fees. Look us up on Facebook.
Unbelievable.
We're back here at Mckeague Field. Cal Sundstrom still on the bump.
Leading off.
Ben Farnsworth is going to lead off the bottom of the 3rd here. And he takes strike 1.
Number 13, Ben Farnsworth.
Swung on, fouled off for strike 2. Hit him on the inside of the legs. He's going to walk that one off for a little bit. Picks the outside corner for strike 3. Looking for Farnsworth. And now third baseman, number 33, Brody Poirier, is going to step in.
Next batter, number 33, Brody Poirier.
Outside corner for a strike. Umpires being a little bit generous on that outside corner, and Kel's starting to take advantage of it. That one called foul. Looks like Jaron picked it right on top of the bag. It's not a clean exchange. I don't know if he would have had him thrown out or not, but either way, Poyer's down 0-2. Swung on, foul tipped off the umpire's chest protector. And we'll do it again. Another grit. This time a little bit easier hop for Jaron Andrzejewski. Kind of the same spot, just inside the bag. He picks that one up and throws out Poyer for the second out of the inning.
Next batter, number 1, Steven Solano.
Steven Solano now up to bat. And he looks at strike one. This one's popped up. It's going to get out of play for strike two. So Kell really pounding the zone here. Only issues they've had is the 2 hit by pitch and then a couple errors in the outfield. It really allowed the Cobblers to do any damage. Solano holds on that one. The breaking ball misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one's driven to the left center gap. Who's calling for it? Jace Thurman comes in, squeezes the glove on the pop out for the pop out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cobblers, retired in order. And we'll come back to the top of the 4th.
Of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and
Thurman takes the first pitch and hits a ground ball to the second baseman, but is retired on the putout.
Next batter, number 15, Jack Jolly.
Now Jack Jolly out to bat. Foul pitch gets to the backstop. So Jolly takes ball 1. And the pitch low for ball 2. So Jolly standing in there waiting for a pitch. He can swing on. That one, he does get past the pitcher to the second baseman, and the errant throw is going to allow him to reach first. So it looked like second baseman Braden had a little trouble. I don't know if he had trouble fielding it or if his footwork kind of stumbled with his feet. Either way, he was not able to make a good throw. So Jolly is going to reach on the air. And Tate Johnson's now up to bat. Jolly with a healthy lead there. Pickoff move. Not sure if the Jolly was caught there. He got caught leaning away from the bag. I don't know if the tag didn't get on or if he dropped the ball or what happened, but seemed like he was out. But umpire called him safe. So Jolly not quite as aggressive with his lead, but he does take off, and he is into second pretty easily. Not a bad throw, just from the time it gets to the pitcher, to the catcher, back to second base. It's just not enough time. Not quick enough for the speed of some of the players on this team. So pitch is outside. Jolly anticipates, does not get by the catcher, so he holds at second. Two balls and one strike now to Tate Johnson. Big hole on the right side of the field. Second baseman's literally playing on the bag and now scooting over. And another pitch wide. 3 balls and a strike to Johnson. Swung on, popped him up. Center fielder's calling for it. Squeezes it for the second out of the inning. So Johnson got a good pitch to hit, just got underneath it and popped it up.
Number 13, Tyler Cutts.
So Tyler Cutts now at the bat. 2 outs, runner on second. Ball's down, gets away from the catcher. It's going to go as a pass ball, and Jolly easily makes it to third. So Scooper's got the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Fouled off by Cutts. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitches outside for ball 2. Swung on, fouled out of play. Can even the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch to hit the other way. It was just a little too late on it. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on a miss. Cuts is going to go down on strikes. And that'll retire the Scoops. So 1 runner left on, none scored. As we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Get too much to bear. Finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Planting season is coming fast, and Grossenberg Implement wants to show you the latest John Deere technology. Ask one of their sales or integrated solution team members about John Deere planter demos going on now in your area. Customers have seen the benefits of John Deere Exact Emerge planter, and they want to show you. Contact your local Grossenberg location nearest you for more information and a demo on the John Deere Exact Emerge planter.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Sam Farnsworth leading off for the Cobblers here. Bottom of the 4th. Takes ball 1. Cal Sundstrom still on the bump. Umpire says he did go, so evens count to 1-1. There's that outside corner for strike 2. Swung on. Fielded nicely by Andrew Jeske, but throw is high and pulls Devin off the bag. And the throwing error is going to allow Farnsworth to reach first. Jaron had time to set his feet. He kind of rushed the throw a little bit, threw it off his back foot, and that's why it sailed. Landon Kogel now to bat. Pickoff move. Not in time. Swung on and miss. We got a play at second. Too much of a rainbow for Cermak's throw. Farnsworth able to get there easily. Pitch is low for ball 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Kell. Swung on, back to the pitcher. Tough bounce. He barehands it, throws it to Devin. Devin reaches up, pulls the ball down to retire Kogel, but it does move the runner to third.
Next batter, number 6, Parker Case.
Parker Case now up to bat for the Cobblers. Go-ahead run is 90 feet away. Hits that outside corner again. Get ahead, strike one. Pops him up. Should be playable for Bridger over at second base. Squeezes it and retires Case. Farnsworth not able to advance. So 2 outs now for
next batter, number 3, Braden
second baseman Braden Steven. Kell's pitch is a little outside. Cermak taking a peek down at the runner at third. Pitch down the dirt. Kell behind here, 2-0. Swung on a miss for strike one. Two and one to Steven. So a little indecision by Tate. Should I chase him? Should I throw it? He decides to kick on the Jets just as Farnsworth starts to dive and gets him on the back of the heel to get the Scoopers out of that inning. So Stephen will come back at the bottom of the fifth with a clean count to lead off the inning. And we'll take a break and come back to the top of the fifth for the Scoops.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
All right, Carter Gregory is the new pitcher for the Cobblers.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cobblers, number 10, Carter Gregory.
And over at first base is coming in from left field is Parker Case. I'm not sure who went out in left field, if that was Sam or a different player, but that's the changes I was given. And Devin Ross is going to lead off the top of the fifth here, and he takes ball one. Pitch is there on the corner for strike one. Curveball inside for ball two. Pitch gets away. Down in the dirt, ball three, 3-1. With 3-1 to Ross. Swung on. It's going to tough hop to the new shortstop. I'm not sure if it rolled up on his glove or his foot. But either way, Ross is going to get credited with an infield single.
Next batter, number 3, Ethan Cermak.
Ethan Cermak now up to bat. He tripled and scored his last at bat. Ross extending his lead. Cermak takes first pitch. It was kind of high. Might have been a hit and run situation. He falls it straight back. And Ross is going to have to trot back to first base. Other than the first inning, the Scoopers have been able to get the leadoff runners on more times than not. Pickoff move is not in time. It's a good throw by Gregory, but Ross did not have a big lead, so he was back easy. And Cermak's going to reset here with an 0-1 count. Pitches down in dirt. Pass ball is going to get past the catcher. And Ross is going to try down to second pretty easily. So Cermak has a runner in scoring position now. And here comes the 1-1. And he drives it down to third baseman, and he gets it out of his glove. That's going to go down as an error. And Cermak is going to get credit with an RBI.
Next batter, number 8, Kyler Mahaffey.
Kyler Mahaffey now up to bat. Cermak at first. First pitch is a ball. No outs here. Mahaffey takes a hack, misses. 1-1. Clips the inside corner for strike two. back for Cermak. Good little pickoff move by Gregory, but Cermak was not drifting too far. Hoppy called on strikes on that outside corner that's been consistently called both ways in this game. And that will be the first out of the inning. But top of the order now for Jaron Andrzejewski. Got an RBI bunt single his last at bat. Andrzejewski hits a chopper to the third baseman. This time, third baseman is able to field it and turns it into a 5-4-3 double play to spoil a runner on with the no outs. But they do take the lead. Scoopers take the lead with 1 run to give them a 4-3 lead as we return to the bottom of the 5th.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle. Grocery Mart off Junction.
All right, so Carter Gregory comes in on the top of the 5th in relief for the Cobblers. First two batters get on, but only one ends up scoring. And now we're in the bottom of the 5th. Cal Sundstrom still on the mound as he is pitching a pretty darn good game other than some mishaps in the first inning. Has gone scoreless since.
Number 3, Braden Stevens.
Braden Stevens didn't complete his at-bat in the bottom of the 4th, so he is going to lead this inning off. And takes back the first pitch. Foul tip into the glove for strike 1. That one misses for a ball. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cal tries to throw the slider, but a little too high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, missed. Strike 3 for Steven. Now at the bat, it's going to be number 82, Kenny Rose.
Next batter, number 82, Kenny Rose.
And he takes first pitch, swung on. It is fouled straight back to the concession stand.
Please watch out for foul balls. Hitting out play at all times.
Cal gets ahead here 0-1. Reminder, we'll have the second game of this doubleheader shortly after the completion of this one. Sundstrom ahead 0-2. Here it comes. Breaks in there. Strike three, but Cermak with a pass ball, but he's able to field it and get it down to Devin Ross to officially retire Rose. Not too bad as 10th hitter, number 11, Noah Kirksey.
Number 11, Noah Kirksey.
And hitting that outside corner is Kell for strike one looking. And here comes the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off. Looked like that after the baseball went off the bat, it got part of Kirksey's helmet. It's going to reset here. The 1-2 count. Swung on, missed, down on the dirt. So Cermak's got to throw down to first to make it official, and he does. So 3 up, 3 down. Sundstrom strikes out the side as we go to the top of the 6 here. Scoopers up 4-3.
New in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Out here, you learn that.
Welcome back to Mckeague Field. Gregory remains on the mound. And Bridger is going to lead off the top of the 6th here. He swings on the first pitch to the shortstop. Throw is late and offline. Bridger's going to try to stretch that single into a double, and he does without a throw. So leadoff single with a throwing error, allowing Bridger to make it to second for Cal Sundstrom. So a couple of fielding errors in the outfield for the Scoopers in the first inning allowed Cobblers to get a few runs. And sporadically through the game, some throwing errors from the Cobbler infield have allowed the Scoopers to get a couple of runs. Kell takes ball 1. Bridger gains the attention of the pitcher for a pickoff throw, not in time. And And he takes one and rips it foul down the first base line. No chance of the right fielder snagging that one, as was done on Kell's last at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sundstrom. Pitch is high and outside, ball 2. Bridger taking an aggressive secondary lead there, enough to kind of allow catcher Ben Farnsworth to think about back picking him. Swung on, miss by Kell. Count is even at 2-2. And here comes the 2-2 up high. Ball 3, full count now. So Carter trying to get his off-speed pitch dialed in. It's kind of missed there, and that's ball 4. So runners at first and second for Jace Thurman.
Next batter, number 9, Jace Thurman.
Kyle Gregory stepping off to try to keep Bridger honest over at second. And Thurman's trying to go the other way. Is this one going to be caught by the right fielder? No. Just falls in play. Just barely stays in play. So Jay's trying to hit it in that hole between the first baseman and the second baseman. Another pickoff move to second, not in time. Pitch is outside for a ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thurman. Pitch is inside for another ball. And Jace ahead in the count now, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 runners on, no outs. Inside again for ball 3. So Carter Gregory digging himself a hole a little bit right here, especially if he walks Thurman. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on, popped him up. That's going to be an infield fly. Thurman's going to be out, whether it's caught or not. It is caught. By Parker Case. Now at the bat is Jack Jolly.
Number 15, Jack Jolly.
And that one's going to get Jolly on the ribs. So bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Next batter, number 2, Tate Johnson.
And we're going to have a short visit on the mound with the catcher. As Tate Johnson is getting some signs from JV head coach Shane Meyer. Pitch is up high. Bridger taking an aggressive secondary over that third. Trying to see if he can't get a throw from the catcher. Pitch is down low. Skips away from the catcher, but barely gets away from the dirt circle. So runners do not advance. Jolly quickly ahead here, 2-0. 1 out, bases loaded. Base hit here could score 2 easily. Outside corner for strike 1. Tate thought about it, but didn't pull the trigger. Pitch is up high for ball 3. So 3-1 to Johnson. And here comes the 3-1 from Gregory. Down the dirt, ball 4. That's going to walk and a run. So Johnson's going to get credit with an RBI there. Now coming in on the left-handed batter is Tyler Cutts. Struck out his last AB. He'd really like to get a hold of one here. Corners are in to try to get the force out at home. Pitches outside for strike 1. Inside, Gregory, Cutts, drives it to the first baseman. Good play over there by Kogel as he fields it and steps on one. But Cutts will get credit with an RBI there.
Next batter, number 27, Darren Ross.
Now Devin Ross is going to come up with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Pitches outside to Ross, and he takes ball 1. Got a little equipment issue with the catcher. Pause for a moment here. Okay, well pitched. It's going to allow runners to advance and Jack Jolly to come home and score. So Devin Ross now sitting at 2-0. Scoopers got a runner 90 feet away. So Ross will have to put the ball in play to get credit with an RBI here. Top of the zone for a strike. Probably a good pitch to watch go by. And that one's coming straight back at us here. Just about enters my window.
Please watch out for foul balls heading out of play at all times.
Hit right above the window here and bounce back towards the field. All right, Devin with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Outside corner, it's been called all day. Devin goes down looking. All right, so we'll take a break here and come back to the bottom of the 6th with the Scoops up 7-3.
You have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a part.
All right. Bottom of the 6th here. Top of the order, Carter Gregory for the Cobblers. Sundstrom still on the mound. And his first pitch is low for ball 1. And swung on, fouled down to the third base coach, Brandon Williams. This time he fields it.
And Cobblers 6, number 10, Carter Gregory.
So Gregory with a 1-1 count. Swung on to the third baseman, Andrew Jeske. This time takes his time, throws a good throw, makes a good throw to Devin Ross at first for the 5-3 put out. And Gregory goes down, bringing up catcher number 13, Ben Farnsworth.
Next batter, number 13, Ben Farnsworth.
So Farnsworth's going to try to see if he can't get something going for the Cobblers here in the bottom of the 6th. He swings on the first pitch, falls it straight back. Cobblers being pretty aggressive for pitches in the zone here. So a lot of them have been fouled back or down the line. And swung on and missed. Sundstrom way ahead here, 0-2. That off-speed pitch gets away from Sundstrom. Duck and cover for Farnsworth. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another shot down to Andrew Jeske. A little bit of a stretch by Devin Ross to retire Farnsworth. So 2 up, 2 down so far. Brady Poirier is now going to fill the box.
Number 3, Brody Poirier.
And that one's fouled back. His first pitch strikes are really allowing Kell to be in control of this game, commanding commanding the hill. Swung on, blooped up. Kell calls for it, squeezes the glove, and retires. Poirier. 3 up, 3 down. As we go to the top of the 7th, Cowboys are running out of outs, down 7-3.
Synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Okay, return to the action here at Mckeague Field here on this Easter Saturday.
Leading off for Sturgis in the 7th. Number 3, Ethan Cermak.
Ethan Cermak's going to lead off for the Scoops here. Scoops going to try to see if they can extend their lead. Kel Sundstrom in place to get the win for this game. The question remains, is he going to be able to come in on the bottom of the 7th and get a complete game out of it? Or do the Scoopers have a relief pitcher to close it out? Cermak lets ball 2 get past the catcher, so looking at a count of 2-1 now for him. High and inside for ball 3. Pitches outside, ball 4. Cermak's going to bounce down to first with the leadoff walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is now open. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the concession
Kyler
stand
Mahaffey
is
is
now
going to
open.
step in.
Next batter, number 8, Kyler Mahaffey.
And then we'll go to the top of the order with Jaron Andrew Jetski. Mahaffey turns, squares around the bunt. Pitch a little high, is not able to put it down. Strike 1. Mahaffey swings, misses, strike 2, 0-2 for Mahaffey. Gregory checks the runner at first. Pickoff move, not in time. Cermak gets in there safe. Mahaffey kind of stabs at one. Mahaffey stabs at one. It kind of falls in no man's land. Right fielder's not able to come in and make the play. So Cermak's kind of caught in between there, but he's able to make it to second because of the errant throw. So Mojave get credit with a single, and then runners advance to third and second off the throwing error. There's actually 2 throwing errors there. Jaron now at the bat, swings and misses, strike 1. 2 runners on, no outs. And Jaron gets a hold of 1. Burns the left fielder, gets to the fence. So he's going to get 2 RBIs. 2 RBI stand-up double. That extends the lead for the Scoopers to 9-3 now. Bridger now up to bat. First pitch is high for ball 1. Down in the dirt, ball 2. Jaron's going to take third. Throw is down in the dirt, not able to be picked by Brody over there. And Jaron goes from second to home for another Scooper run. 10-3 now. Scoopers, nobody on, nobody out for Bridger. And that pitch gets way over Farnsworth's head for ball 3 for Bridger. 3-0 is his count. And that's up high for ball 4, so Bridger's going to trot down to first base.
Next batter, number 7, Cal Thurman.
Cal Sundstrom, we got a mound visit. Sundstrom will be the next batter. Let's have a little chat with Coach Meyer down there on the third base line. Coach Rodriguez talking to Bridger over at first base. And we're going to reset here. No changes on the defense. Kell's going to dig in. Bridger over at first. Kell squares to bunt, pulls back, slash bunt, gets through the 3-4 hole. Bridger was running on the pitch, so he gets the third easily. So first and third now for
Batter, number 9, Jace Thurman.
Jace Thurman. No outs here. Down in the dirt. Kell takes second without a throw. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Jace. Just a bit high. Jace leaves it up there, so it should be a 2-0 count. Another pitch high, 3-0. Walk with loaded bases here. Jack Jolly waiting on deck. That one down in the zone for a strike. Jace taking all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swung on, bouncer to the shortstop, and that's going to go down as an error. Could not come up with it as he was transitioning from the dirt to the grass. And Jace is going to get an RBI as he reaches first on the air. So Bridger scores, Kell over to third. Jace on first. He's going on the pitch, and Jolly fouls it off, so Jace's got to come back.
Next batter, number 15, Jack Jolly.
Well, Jace is going to take second without a throw. And Jolly's count is 1-1. So he's got 2 runners in scoring position now. Swung on, missed. Nope, fouled, I'm sorry. Straight back.
Please remember to watch out for foul balls. Heading out play at all times.
Somebody should be 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jack. Still no outs for the Scoops. That pitch is over Jolly's head. Snagged by the catcher, Farnsworth. Runners hold. And we got a 2-2 count. Jolly sticks his bat out at one. Is able to get it to left center field. Center fielder fields it, but not able to get it in for a play at home. Probably wouldn't have had him anyway. So a sac fly for Jack Jolly. Scores Sundstrom. Thurman remains at second. Now Tate Johnson is up to bat. He drives one foul to the third base dugout. He gets a hold of one, drives it over the left fielder's head, took a bad angle on it, and Thurman is going to score from second all the way home. It's going to be a play at third. No, not in time. So a triple for Tate, RBI triple. As he drives one to the fence. The Scoopers are now up 13-3. We are going to have a pitching change, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back to Scooper baseball.
Newell Golf Club, located just minutes outside of town, the friendly hometown golf course. Come play a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy the views that western South Dakota has to offer. Newell Golf Club strives to be a community leader, offering the course to the Newell High School and middle school golf teams free of charge and hosting multiple community golf tournaments throughout the season. First-time members get half off membership fees. Look us up on Facebook.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
we're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Would you buy your insurance?
All right, new pitcher for the Cobblers is Braden Steven. And Carter Gregory went back to his original position at shortstop. And then Parker Case, I believe, went to second. All right, on bat now is Tyler Cutts.
At the plate, number 13, Tyler Cutts.
There's one out here in the top of the seventh. Scoopers have plated 9 runs. Takes in their lead 13-3. Cutts looking for another RBI. Takes a strike. This will be 1-1. Batter calls time, steps out, comes back in. Delayed call there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on miss, Cut strikes out for the second out of the inning. Now at the bat is Devin Ross.
27, Darren Ross.
And he takes first pitch, pops it up straight back here. Devin gets the bat down. That ball goes over his head. 4-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Devin takes strike 2. Pitch is outside. He needs to count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. And here comes the 2-2. Down in the dirt, we're going to have a full count. Not had a whole lot of full counts today. Both teams have been pitching well. Been around the zone, in the zone. And when the pitches have it in the zone, batters have been pretty aggressive. And that pitch is going to be outside and a little high for ball 4. So runners at the corners now for catcher Ethan Cermak. Had a pretty good game today.
Next batter, number 3, Ethan Cermak.
I believe he's gotten on base every single time, including a triple. Pitch is outside, gets past the catcher, but not far enough to allow Johnson to score from third. Ross was going on the pitch, so he'll get credit with a stolen base. And Cermak gets one through the 5-6 hole, and that is going to score 2 as Ross comes in from second. So 2 RBI single for Cermak. And extend the lead to 15-3 now. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Kyler Mahaffey, Luke Harwood.
Pinch hitting for Sturgis, number 20, Luke Harwood.
Let's see if Luke can extend this inning here for the Scoops. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Cermak getting a healthy lead there on first, but not going. Harwood swing on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Harwood. Until Cermak's itching to go, has not been given the steal sign. That one clips the outside corner, as we've been seeing all game. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So Kel's got he's got 20 pitches. And Harwood takes one on the backside. So he's going to try down the first base. So as I was saying, Jaron Andrzejewski now at the bat. I was saying Kel's got 20-some pitches left to close out this game, but he's been kind of sitting and waiting for probably 30 minutes now. So we'll see if Coach is going to send him out there as soon as the Cobblers can get the final out of this inning. Outside corner, so 2 balls and a strike to Andrzejewski, who that last at-bat drove one to the wall. And he gets a hold of one and pulls it down the third base line. It's going to be foul. So everybody's going to go back. And we'll have a 2-2 count to the jet ski. Pitches up. We're going to have another full count. Now we got a full count. Cermak thought it was a full count too, so he'll advise, trots down to third. And Jaron draws the walk. Now bases are loaded. Bridger now at the bat.
Number 11, Bridger, bat.
First pitch is outside, ball 1. Another pitch high, ball 2. So Steven started out this inning. Well, he didn't start the inning, but when he came in, he got 2 outs pretty quickly. But then has been struggling since. 3-0 to Bridger. No place to put him. So a walk will get at least one more run. That is down low and outside. That is a walk, 4-pitch walk. And we're going to have a quick visit with the catcher out on the mound. And when we reset here, bases loaded for Kel Sundstrom.
Next batter, number 7, Cal Thurman.
Kel gets a hold of that one. It's inside on him, and he drives it to the trees. It leaves the ballpark for strike one. The wrong trees for getting a home run. Outside corner, strike two. Swung on, miss, strike three. Kel goes down on strikes. And the Cobblers finally get out of it after giving up 12 runs in the top of the seventh. We'll come back for the bottom of the seventh.
From a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard.
All right, Cal Sundstrom is going to try to close out this game. He's got 20-some pitches to deal with. Steve Solano is going to lead off the inning for the Cobblers. First pitch is swung on and missed, strike one. High and inside for a ball. 1-1, the count to Solano. And a ground ball to Jaron. Hops over his head. And Solano's going to reach on the air, I believe. So Cobblers get the leadoff runner. Not too bad as catcher Ben Farnsworth. Or I'm sorry, Sam Farnsworth. Actually, it's a pinch hitter, number 21, Carter Johnson.
Carter Johnson.
And he takes strike one. Off move, not in time. Solano gets back. Kel trying to keep him honest. But they are up by 13 runs, so swung on and missed by Johnson. Check swing. Appeal to the field umpire for strike 3. Johnson goes down on strikes. Now at the bat is first baseman Landon Kogel. Inside for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 to Kogel. A little high for a ball. Pickoff moves. Cermak airmails that out into right field. Solano advances to second. Probably could have made it to third pretty easily. But he's in scoring position, so that's job number 1. Kogel way ahead now, 2-0. Kell at 90 pitches. That one's in there for a strike. Little dribbler to the second baseman. Bridger Batten, he had to come a long way as he was kind of holding the runner at second. Picks it up and throws Kogel out at first for the 4-3 put out. So second out of the inning.
Next batter, number 6, Parker Case.
Parker Case now at the bat with 2 outs. In there for strike 1. Working that outside third of home plate. Just a little low. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on third. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Swung on. Floating out to left field. Jace Thurman squeezes it, and that retires the side and the game. So the Scoopers come away victorious 16-3. After 3 runs scored by the Cobblers in the bottom of the first inning. Scoopers win on a 16-0 scoring run for the rest of the game. So we're going to close this one out, and we'll start the varsity contest probably in about a half hour.
Thoughts get too much to bear. Finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Planting season is coming fast, and Grossenberg Implement wants to show you the latest John Deere technology. Ask one of their sales or integrated solution team members about John Deere planter demos going on now in your area. Customers have seen the benefits of John Deere Exact Emerge planter, and they want to show you. Contact your local Grossenberg location nearest you for more information and a demo on the John Deere Exact Emerge planter.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.